All right, here we are. We're at Ace Hardware here in Granby. We're getting propane. We were pretty low on the tank. I think we're all packed up, over an hour late, but we're on the road just the same. So it's the beginning of I don't know what, but it's gonna be good. Hopefully I don't fall asleep while driving. Anyway, I'll keep you posted. Current situation, we are on the top of Willow Creek Pass, and I lost a tire. Never lost a tire before, but I lost it fair and square. So we're getting it changed out. I got all my tools. That's the beautiful thing about racing is when you're racing, you have all the tools, and so you can take care of whatever you need. But I'd say this is more of a Moon Rover type tire. You know, this is like, it's how it's supposed to be. So, yeah,
lots of handles too.
Why do people balance trailer tires?
So you haven't even those.
Anyway, yep, that's what we're doing. Top of the world to ya. All right, check it out. Look at this right here. That's my fuel gauge. I'm on empty. We're in Sheridan, Wyoming, getting fuel. We stopped earlier and linked up with my brother and got a new trailer tire, and now we're just trucking along and running on fumes. Apparently I turned the dinger off a little while ago saying that I was almost empty, but I kept going, so that's good. Tested the limits, I tell you what. All right, well, we got in pretty late, and the next morning we went right to work getting the race car prepped. It showed up with no shock absorbers or front drive shaft. My boy Tom Prendergast picked up shocks from down in the city and also a drive shaft from Bill's Englewood drive shaft and brought them up with him. So once we made contact, we were able to install the shocks and the drive shaft. So a huge thank you to both Jeff and my brother Daniel for helping me with this, because I was pretty tired and got frustrated easily, and it was kind of a battle, and at one point they had to kind of take over so I could go renew my outlook. Anyway, we worked on thrashing to get this old girl ready, and guess what? We got her done. Alright, so I'm over here working on tying up some brake lines, and I'm in here, you know, just working like this. I heard a voice. Oh, look out! And look who it is! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh, my buddy! My buddy!
I guess we're gonna go racing.
All is well. All right, we're getting ready. We're gonna go qualify. I'm so excited, but I was really nervous. I don't know what's even happening. We're gonna take the old girl. We're gonna go see what happens. So maybe we die, maybe we don't. It's gonna be cool. All right, here we are. We're in lineup for qualifying, and Megan, my wife, she's making few last minute adjustments to the submarine strap. Very nice, very safe. Anyway, I don't know what we're doing. This is ridiculous. I never thought I'd be a race car driver, but here I guess I'm attempting it, so we'll see what happens. Alright, you got to see our qualifying run on a previous video I posted. I think we qualified second to last, if not last. It was a blast. We got done qualifying and then headed on up to get with Jeff and work on getting the 4900 car ready for its big day. We got Jeff and Aspen all loaded up. It's race day. You ready?
Ready?
Ready as you'll ever be? Woo! So the sun's been out hiding behind the clouds, which has been really nice because usually you sit here and you roast to death. But as you can see, it's slightly overcast, kind of cool out, wearing a hoodie. Not gonna complain. So hopefully that stays that way. But yep, we're getting lined up. Be a good day of racing. Let's get after it. Don't mind us, just hanging out with the helicopter and lineup. Kind of cool. Not gonna lie. And they're up. Good luck, you guys.
Many hours later.
Well, sadness. Our 12-hour race has been cut short. It seems as if the turbo has left the chat. So that's a bummer. So I think they're gonna go back through the timing loop to get one more lap, and then we're gonna call it. I think. Anyway, that's what we know. Sad, but at the same time, strong work.
I disagree with this plan. We're just gonna keep going.
Jennifer disagrees with the plan.
Wife's calling you out.
One thing that we do while we're in camp between races at the end of the day is budding photographers practice their...
I don't think this is like the close to me.
I think it is, Jeff. Oh boy, here we are, lineup, ready to go, waiting for the green light to drop. So incredibly nervous, I can't even describe it. Coming up directly, you will see me impact, break my knuckle, and realize my steering is way off and I've lost braking. Also, driving along, you'll hear random clunking up until the time I stop. Damaged parts! Successful at the race, but now we're back to our original job, and that is pitting. Tom's in here, he's getting a splash of fuel, he's running clean. Hell yeah. It's hot as balls out here. But I think I found a set of axles in Cheyenne, Wyoming on Marketplace, so that's good. But I really need to take a break from building things to recoup cash and energy. Alright. We'll keep cruising here. Alright, sorry I didn't get to any footage this morning. I thought I hit record and I did a whole thing right as I got out of the truck on my phone, but I didn't hit record. So here we are at the end of the day, picking her up after her brush with Destiny, and by Destiny I mean damage, at race mile 2.5. Tom Prendergast graciously let me borrow his welder. Daniel and Jeff and Zach are here helping me. He's still here, he hasn't left yet. Anyway, so here's what had happened. See that? Notice the shiny color here, and then the dull color up here. It's my assumption that this sucker was cracked from before and I didn't notice it, and hitting that last G out was the final straw that led to the catastrophic failure. That broke. See, here's the end. It's wet on the tie rod down here, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna weld this back just good enough to load it on the trailer. So anyway, that's what we're doing. We're just driving along the interstate here, trucking along through the middle of nowhere, and Jeff said to get my camera ready because I'd be impressed. So I think there's a homemade something or other coming up here, and I'm going to attempt to film it through my filthy windshield. Oh no, it's a Squarebody Suburban. Oh my hell yes. Oh, now that's what I'm talking about. Hell yeah, buddy. Man of class, I tell you what. All right, now we're in Sheridan. We just had lunch at some quaint little, what is it called? Smith Alley Brewing Company. It's nice. It's a beautiful afternoon downtown Sheridan. There's little farm to table features there. That's kind of neato, mosquito, some sort of thing. Oh, it's been sponsored by Chris and Maddie Pope. Interesting aggregate. Some sort of, what do you think that is, Amelia? Coolness. Anyway, now we're gonna go find something fun to do before we get back on the road. Well, that's a huge bummer. Screw this place. That's what I was gonna do. You know how I love to skateboard. Well, here we are on the side of the interstate. What do you know? Yep, we blew a tire. It's dumpster fire. All right, current situation. Sorry about the wind noise. I'll try and speak loudly. We're on the side of the interstate cooling down. It's about 100 degrees out. Second time my transmission has overheated. It's an Allison Series 2000 transmission, and she's in limp mode. So you might ask, why is it in limp mode? Well, here's the deal. This is a 454 big block Chevy motor with an Allison 2000 series engine. The motorhome by itself weighs about 25,000 pounds with full tanks. It's got a rated towing capacity of about 1,500 pounds. Well, with my trailer, with the 4600 car and all the accessories on the trailer, I think I'm pulling close to 4,500, maybe 5,000 pounds. So I'm grossly overloaded. Don't worry, I beefed up the receiver hitch, so that's all welded and the frame's been reinforced. But the transmission, she gets hot. It's an automatic transmission. That torque converter's working. She gets hot and then goes into limp mode. So we gotta pull over. Between tires and overheating, we not make it home. At least the motor's fine, running cool as a cucumber. Yep, that's what we got. All right, so obviously we made it back. We made it back. It was an eventful trip, especially between Casper, Wyoming and Medicine Bow. There's a long gradual grade. It was into a headwind and it was over 100 degrees. So this transmission, being an Allison, would get hot and go into limp mode because they're smart. And mind you, this is a pickup truck transmission for like a diesel Duramax pickup. So I'm going to be adding an auxiliary transmission cooler. I'll show you what that's going to entail real quick. Ouch. All right, I'm not going to crawl all the way under here, but you can see the engine oil filter, the big white one. And behind it on the transmission is that red spin-on filter. That's the transmission fluid filter. See right there? Transmission fluid filter. I'm going to put a spin-on adapter where that filter goes, and I'm going to route lines to the front of the motorhome, and the cooler will go down in here. Also, I'm going to relocate the transmission filter to somewhere in here, so it's one, easier to get to, and two, because the adapter I have to put on it, that's what I got to do. These Allison transmissions use a 3/4 by 20 pitch thread, which is almost impossible to find an adapter for because everything's like 3/4 by 16 or some other variation. So I'm gonna have to do some work. It's gonna have bougie AN fittings. It's gonna be nice, and after that's done, it should never overheat again. And at that point, I'll be ready to sell this, hopefully, so I can buy a diesel pusher with a big 8.3 liter Cummins or something like that. Anyway, thanks for following along. I had a blast. My wife had a blast. I am absolutely hooked. Can't wait to get back out again. I'm not sure when my next race will be. Hopefully it's going to be Sturgis up at the Buffalo Chip here in a couple weeks, but will we have everything ready to go by then? I don't know. So anyway, until I see you next time, I'll see you all around like a donut.